today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. Chiefs taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. Now they can't bring him down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Second and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Again, Smith. Buying time to his left. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Gino. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Geno now to throw. On the slant, it's Fant. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Smith now to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. KC's offense ready to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Rolling to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
To the right side, this is Walker. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, the
Football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
$10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs had taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Smith. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Smith. This is caught. And he's brought down. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Dallas. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Ken Walker. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 now. Now Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Smith on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing is Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay, ready?
On first down, Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Dancing to his left. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 45 on 2nd down. Mahomes, and that'll be caught by Tony. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 44 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses. Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter. And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100. He's been working well towards 100 here. Now Geno on first down. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Geno now to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Geno. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. On first down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wondered, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, it's Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On the give, it's Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Metcalf. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith flushed out right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the 50, it's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get a couple up to the 29.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Smith. It's caught. Lockett. give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 44, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Okay, break.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. Here's Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 36 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to Walker on 1st down. Gets past 1 man. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. And Walker once more. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead running, here's Dallas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Ballore, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, a nice grab by Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Butker on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, Smith. This is the tight end, Fant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 3. Now Smith. Going right back to Fant. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Dallas up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now McKinnon to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That one into the hands of Tony downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 22, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
An extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now Geno on first down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Leo Chanel leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
After the sack on first down, Smith. Now he steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The Seahawks on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing is Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Pete Carroll, always a guy to trust his instincts, and his instincts were right on that one. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I think for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on second down. Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Smith on first down. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down. Smith, short throw to Disley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Smith. Flush to his right. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A beautiful fake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.